Like most of you that are married to an individual with ADHD, it is not as easy as one would hope. It is not that energetic, romantic, joyful journey that you were hoping for when you said, I do. But rather, it's a consistent, constant looking back and observing that the person that you love is a whole lot like a pinball machine. They're all over the place, and all you want to do, because you do love them, is to have a meaningful conversation. But I want you to know that there are distractions all around us. Especially this one right here. I've got a brother who has ADHD, and that man is constantly in the phone zone. iPad, this is a huge distraction that calls my name. Let's not forget things like DVDs, the Nintendo Wii. If I'm in a room and there just happens to be a mask in there, it's not that I don't want to focus and listen to the words that you're saying, because I absolutely do care about you, but this thing right here is just, it's awesome. There are distractions all around us, and I hate to say this. When you desire to have a meaningful conversation, any kind of a conversation, you are competing with all of those things. One of the things that my wife recognized early on in our relationship is that when she wanted to sit and talk with me, for me to just sit and just talk was impossible, because my body has got energy. I am trying to physically keep up with the race car brain that I have going on up here. So because we value our relationship, both of us agreed to get more creative on how to communicate with one another. Sometimes when she really needs me to know something, rather than trying to say it to me before she rushes off to work or before I'm out the door, she sends me an email. Now somebody might say, well, that's very anti-relationship. That's very anti-communication. But you've got to remember, we are dealing with a unique situation that creates a need for creativity. Sometimes I even like to go old school and pull out a pen and paper and actually write that note. And the great thing about an email, the great thing about a written note and using that way to communicate, is that you'll always have it. You can take that letter, you can take that love note, and you can stuff it in a box, and several years down the road you can pull it out and you can remember those feelings. You can remember that place where you were at in your relationship, and you can see the growth. Some of the most fun and flirtatious conversations I've had with my significant other have been through text. That back and forth quick banter has been just absolutely priceless, and a lot of times it has led to an opportunity to have deeper, meaningful conversation when we actually come together. But my all-time favorite discovery, the thing that works the best, much better than emailing, notes, or texting, is my wife and I have learned the benefit of a good long walk. Go outside, get that fresh air, and as you walk, it's amazing the conversations that you can have, the things that you can learn about one another, the growth that happens. I know firsthand that being married to somebody with ADHD is not easy. In fact, my wife has a tendency to tell me that almost every day. But because she loves me, and because I love her, we want to see this relationship grow. And that means finding creative solutions to some of those struggles presented by ADHD. Hey, this has been Glenn, and as always, I want to encourage you to do one thing, especially when it comes to that relationship. Keep moving forward. God bless.